Active.
Do you like living in the mountains?
Yes, really love that.
It's very nice.
Yeah.
So you are a teacher for how long?
So I have 2 years.
2 years.
Yep.
Jay only has 8 minutes, so we're going to ask
Okay.
him a few questions.
Yeah.
Why did you decide to become a monk when you were 15?
I want to study more, like for higher level. But my parents is poor and can't support me to another school.
Teachings of the Buddha
Yeah,
or more education?
more education.
Okay.
Yeah, more education, and also want to know about Buddha teaching.
Okay.
Right. That is good teaching.
Do you think Buddhism is a religion or is it more a philosophy?
Buddhism is a religion. Yeah, it's just only one religion that we don't believe in God.
Could they achieve nirvana without the teachings of Buddha?
Yeah, so anyone can.
So anyone can
Yep.
achieve enlightenment.
Anyone.
You don't have to be Buddhist.
No.
So the lay Buddhists, the ones that are not in the monastery, it's how they participate in Buddhism by supporting a monk. Is that right?
Yep.
What are your emotions when you beg for food?
Nothing.
You don't feel anything.
We don't feel anything. Yep, normal.
What happens to the food after it's collected? Do some people give their extra to other people that don't have, or do they try to eat it all? Did you eat a lot for breakfast this morning?
No, so for me, so I have not enough time to go collect food along the street. Yeah.
Okay.
So I haven't had any about breakfast today.
Mom, is this Dad? Oh, Mom. And now, actually, something that just caught my eye, a possible opportunity to interview some more monks. I'm here at the International Buddhism Center office, so.
My name is Prat Dom. I'm from Chiang Rai province. I'm 25 years old now.
Oh, that's an awesome tattoo.
Yes. My main reason is for education. The main goal of Buddhism is to ending our sufferings.
How do you end suffering?
We can end our suffering by practice morality, concentrations. So it means that everyone can practice Buddhism, even you, even me, if you practice correctly on the truth of nature, like that.
When someone begins to practice Buddhism and the teachings of the Buddha, does this replace their own religion?
No need to do like that. You can apply to Buddhism for your own religions, because this is the way to training wisdom. Right? No need to repress your original religions.
And how do you practice Buddhism?
We practice like meditation is the technique to training our mind, to make our mind calm. When your mind calm, you can consider, you can think, you can realize about yourself. That is the way to produce wisdom.
Statistics say that in Thailand, 95% of the people here are Buddhists. Describe the type of Buddhism we see here in Thailand.
I think that the people who really know and understanding Buddhism, around 45% say that they are Buddhists, but maybe they never go to practice the true Buddhist teaching. Yeah, Buddhists in Thailand, we mix many things because Thailand we have culture and traditions. So culture mixed as animism, old traditions, Hinduism, and the general belief of people. And second, Buddhism is one path that they can practice, mix together. If you want to learn about Buddhism, right, you have to open your heart, open your mind to reasoning, to study, and then you will learn more and understanding what is Buddhist, like that. To open your heart, open your mind, to open your heart, open your mind.
Towards the end of my trip, I was feeling a little emotional. For the most part, I felt extremely grateful for all the positive experiences I had had in the past 17 days. But I also felt a little bit sad about having to say goodbye to a gorgeous country full of amazing people. Not to mention I'd be spending New Year's Eve alone in a Malaysian airport. So, I decided it would be a good idea to spend my last afternoon at a meditation center. Well, I'm not exactly sure that I'm in the mood to meditate. I've been trying probably for about an hour to find this Wat Lompong. To make matters worse and to break my concentration, I just ran over a scorpion. I didn't even know scorpions existed here. Now I'm really scared, but time to clear the mind, find that inner peace. Meditation is the practice of training the mind to reach a higher level of awareness. There are two types of meditation: samatha, which focuses on tranquility and concentration, and vipassana, which focuses on gaining insight, seeing clearly, and self-understanding. Since I never seriously attempted to meditate before, I was a bit lost. But I tried to do what the guy said and think about my body, feelings, thoughts, and objects. But honestly, all I could think about was how I, the rookie, was actually being perceived by the expert meditators around me. Eventually, I learned to ignore these feelings of self-consciousness and tried to gain from this experience. I started by writing the letter B on a lily pad with water and then pressed the leaf down into the bucket. I wondered if the B that represented me was still being or if it had ever been. Next, I took one lap around the bow tree that lasted 15 minutes. I began focusing on a small lizard, and since I wanted to slow down to go at the pace of nature, I told myself I wouldn't move till the lizard did. Well, the lizard didn't move a muscle for 10 minutes. And as I stood frozen, this mosquito that you see here landed on my neck. I successfully fought back the impulse to swat and let the mosquito take as much blood from me as it desired. But this mosquito was not a Buddhist and didn't take the middle way of moderation. Instead, it opted for extreme overindulgence and actually fell to the ground while trying to fly away. I remembered what Prakampet said about how a person with high moral standards should love the life of all sentient beings, including mosquitoes. So, instead of stepping on it, I picked it up on my finger, thinking, from a Buddhist perspective, we are not a body with a soul. There is no self and there is no other. We are all just a part of a great natural order. And this is just a hungry female mosquito trying to obtain a blood meal which will allow her the protein required to lay healthy eggs. Not only that, but Buddhists believe in rebirth, which is similar to reincarnation. Her existence was inextricably linked to my existence. Finally, I thought, maybe this mosquito was not only a Buddhist, but a monk simply begging for food. And it was my duty as a lay Buddhist to give what I have extra of to those in need. I'm sure you'll learn something totally different when you meditate, but for me, the lesson was clear, and clearly related to the Four Noble Truths. Learn to avoid suffering by carefully choosing your desires. My desire changed from not wanting to be bitten to wanting to feed a hungry animal. Therefore, I did not suffer.
You're so pretty. You're so pretty. Oh.
Even the most adorable creatures can apply many of the teachings of the Buddha in their own special way. As you can see here, this hill tribe girl, who is begging for food, recognizes her moral obligation to feed a complete stranger. And yes, in life she might get hurt, and yet she wastes no tears on suffering.